Hello, Just Too Good here, and I just too built the old fishing store, finally, after like a year. I mean, the build itself isn't the hardest, it's just that I've been having such a big backlog in Lego form, it was kind of hard to tackle it. Now, one thing that you're going to notice right away is that I'm missing the rooster at the top. I was actually pulling this down, and I heard something fall off, and I was like, what piece was it? And then I put it on the floor, and the rooster was missing. I don't know what happened to it. I actually was looking for it for like 10 minutes and I couldn't find it. So that kind of makes me sad. Now, enough of my own mistakes because this set is freaking gorgeous. Just out the front right here, you can see how much personality this has. It uses muted colors and a mix of different colors in just sloppy looking pieces to make something so beautiful. It's so impressive in that way. Once you look at it, it makes such a perfect display and conversation piece. How did this get made? Well, it was made through Lego Ideas, and it elicits almost a nostalgic feel to it because it does have this old fishing store type look. But to me, it reminds me of a boathouse, or it reminds me of an old seafood restaurant I used to go on, and stuff like that gives a feel that just makes this appeal to a lot of different people. Now, the interior is almost as impressive as the exterior. It is a little bit cramped, but I guess a lot of these old fishing stores are once you go and live on the Florida coast and such. The design of this inside I really have to put the lighting up because it's very dark in here, but there's some scuba diving accessories, there's some TNT for some reason, there's nets, there's fishing poles, there's spheres, everything you would expect in a fishing store. There's even these nice printed baits right here, which I like, which are 1x2s, and you have a nice little checkout desk right there, which uses some cool printed pieces. The more printed pieces a set uses, especially with an interior, the more flavor it has for me. A lot of LEGO City sets miss this personality because they don't really use too many printed pieces inside the store besides like a dollar bill. Now, if you don't want to remove that back wall, which is easy to open and close, they also have the alternative of removing the little roof right here, which, in my opinion, the roof's a bit too loose. It doesn't fit on too easily. It's almost like how they made the garage section of the Simpsons house, which wasn't perfect on how it gets removed, but even worse in my opinion. But it's not too big of a deal. It's probably the biggest flaw of the set, and even that's not too big of a flaw. I like the house to the left, which is more of a watchtower. Well, the first floor is an office, which you could remove this top part and just look inside there, which has a lot of personality to it, just like the store itself. And then you have this top part, which if you remove that roof right there, you can see it's actually a little watchtower, which it is a little bit odd that there's no doors or anything leading to this outside watchtower, but they have this nice telescope. And this presents the other flaw with the set, and there's a lot of loose pieces like this. Not just builds that don't really have a place inside the set, but rather builds that are very loosely put onto the set. So one of them is this telescope, which easily falls off because it's just connected to one side, and it's a pretty loose connection at the bottom because they're using that pearl gold base right there, and that doesn't have the best clutch power out there. But also, they have these seagulls, and they're only connected with one pin, and they're rubber, so they just fall off very easily, and that's kind of annoying in my opinion. They do give you a few seagulls and such, and I just wish this seagull piece was made out of a hard plastic. But again, not too big of a flaw. It just means the set isn't perfect. So even though this is just a Just 2 Built video, I love how they have this 32x32 base plate, and I love how they build up the base of the old fishing store, because they use a lot of rustic pieces with these tires on the side, these rocks crashing into the wooded kind of boardwalk design, even a little back area, which just gives it so much of a rustic look that almost elicits a nostalgic feel. Even on this back, you can see there's a sticker right there in that window. And there's even a side entrance as well, which says they've gone fishing, and it says there's boat rentals, which now they need an old fishing store boat, but I guess that's something you could create. Some of the prints on the minifigures are great as well, with some new torso prints, some new dual molded legs. I wish they would have included more minifigures though, since this is such an expensive set. So I don't have too much else to say about the old fishing store. This is just definitely one of the best LEGO Idea sets, if not my favorite so far. Building it was a joy, and displaying it is going to be really fun now that I have it on my shelf. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.